Hello, Five Reasons friends. Welcome to our United States versus Iran World Cup Prize Picks preview with Austin Robillard. We are so close to this game for the United States against Iran, giving the United States the chance to be in the next round. If they beat their opponent today, they will be advancing to the next round. But let's talk about our Prize Picks today. Austin, welcome back. How are you? You got all of them good last time, so we're gonna follow you again today, and let's do this. How are you? Welcome back, and then let's roll with our price picks today.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm nervous. Obviously, I got my
Yeah.
kid on. I just had to see Ecuador bounce out of the World Cup, and hopefully
Yeah.
that the U.S. don't do the same. It'll also be a very terrible day for me. But yeah, I'm extremely excited. This is probably the biggest game that the United States have had since I guess the CONCACAF Nations League final last summer. But even
Right.
even then, it's still more important than that. It's a World Cup, for crying out loud. So yeah. With that said, there's a couple of interesting stuff on the board, and I want to say first, obviously, use code 5 when you sign up for Prize Picks. You get 100% of your first deposit match back up to $100. And it is Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, and Prize Picks. I think this
Yes.
is the first time I've seen this where we've gotten a soccer taco. We've been betting soccer a lot on Prize Picks, and it's the first time, and I actually love this one. I think it should smash the over. Tyler Adams, 57.5. I would go over on passes attempted. Just a simple thing about this game. The U.S. are going to dominate possession. Iran's going to sit back, and they're going to want to absorb pressure and let the United States chase after this game because they have to. They have to get the win. So defensively, I think Iran, they're going to ask the U.S. to break them down. And with that said, the United States are going to be in possession a lot. So I'm really liking the Tyler Adams over on that taco. And another passing stat that I like as well, which is actually surprising. It goes against my word in the last pick that we had going back to the England game is Serginho Dest. I took him on the under today at 59.5. I'm taking him on the over. I'm taking him on the over because I think that he's going to get forward a lot, and a lot of the play is going to come through the wings for the United States men's as they try and break down Iran. They're going to try and spread them out, and I think that Serginho Dest is going to play a major part in that. You saw that against Wales. I think he was over 60 passes. So I think that this is another over that I really like for Serginho Dest. Now, the one thing I am concerned about with this pick, and I may even say for you to leave it out if you are a little worried about this too, is that he is on a yellow card. That being said, there is potential for him to be pulled early in this match if they do go up, because you don't want to risk losing your starting right back in the round of 16. However, I think it's going to take a long time for the United States to break down Wales. I think he'll play at least 70 minutes, maybe 65, and this should be okay for him to get above. Moving on.
All right. What else?
There's a couple other things I like too, and I was looking at the shots on target, and I really like this idea of going over on Weston McKennie's shots on target. It's at 0.5, and I think that given the chances he had against the Wales game, he's going to want to get forward again, and I actually think he's going to get forward a lot more because with the lineup that was put out. You have Christian Pulisic, who I'll get to in a second, out on the left. I actually think he's going to be tucked in a little bit more, and he's going to be asked to get on the ball. With that said, that will give Weston McKennie a little bit more freedom to move forward on the flank of the midfield. And I think he's going to get himself into good scoring positions. I think you'll see a lot of even corners for the United States, which could lead to a Weston McKennie header. He loves that. He does it well for Juventus. He's done it well for the United States. So I think a shot on target over is a safe bet there. And since I've been talking about Pulisic so much, his crosses at 8.5, I'm taking the over. He's taken every single set piece. That counts as an over, or that counts as a cross. He gets up and down the wings, as I was mentioning. I think he's going to try and put in a lot of service. I think the United States are going to win a ton of corners in this match. I think against the Welsh side, where they dominated possession, he had 13 or 14 crosses total in the match. I can see something like that happening again. So that's another one that I really like for an over on Christian Pulisic. Now, I haven't done any unders yet, so let's move on to that. I was looking at the Iranian defense and clearances. I think that 4.5 clearances for a defender is a lot. And even with the idea that the United States are going to be holding possession and have a ton of the ball, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the defenders. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have a ton of clearances. So I think that for between the two Iranian center backs that are there, I took the under on Porla Gianji. I probably destroyed that. But I took the under on him. He had been the lesser of the two in terms of total clearances for Iran. And I think that 4.5 is just a pretty high number. I think he'll probably maybe have 2 or 3. But I also think, too, that the way the U.S. are going to play, if they are going to play down the flanks, you're going to see a lot of cut insides as well from the likes of Christian Pulisic or even Timothy Weah, and you'll see a ton of shots on target. I think beforehand the clearances won't necessarily come, in my opinion, at least at that high of a rate. I could be wrong, but I'm taking the less on that. So what is that? What do we got now, Alejandro? Is that 4?
Yeah, we have 5 already.
We got 5. Okay, so that
well,
for me,
because we're counting the taco on Tyler Adams.
Oh, we're counting the taco, right? Okay, so that I like. Now there's one more in here that is interesting. It's actually somebody who soccer fans are probably very familiar with, is Taremi for Iran, the striker for shots.
Yes.
It's at 2.0. And for me, I look at it as a safe bet to take the over. I actually think he's probably going to hit this line even. But if you want to go for a 6 pick and you're okay with a 5 pick flex, it going down if he hits even, take the over on it. I think that if the United States, this is kind of for me covering if the United States score early, because then Iran's going to want to get back into the match and it's going to go through Taremi. And even if the United States don't score early, they're going to give up a chance here and there. And if you look at Taremi's numbers against England and Wales, he still got those 2 shots in games that they were dominated. So in possession anyway. So I think that it's very safe to say Taremi will get at least 2 shots in this match as their main goal scorer. And I think that if the United States do score early, this is a safe bet as well, and it might even hit the over at 3 or 4 shots for Taremi. So that's the 6 pick flex that I really like today. And I don't know, Alejandro, I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
Well, I agree with you, and you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna place this entry right away as soon as we're done here with our PrizePicks special. What I'm gonna do is I never bet $20. I only go by 5 on 5,
Right.
That way I keep playing. But I like it. But if you saw that, if you actually play 20 and you win, look at this.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks real nice.
It looks beautiful, huh? So and Austin won last time. So if you wanna give it a chance and you wanna maybe win this, why not? Go to PrizePicks.com and get use your promo code 5FIVE and get a 100% match on your deposit. You get a free taco today, and you also get the advice from Austin Robler. So it couldn't be better than that, man. I'm gonna go with that for sure.
All right. Good luck to us. It should be a very intriguing match. I think you'll see a little bit of a stalemate to start off. I don't know if the United States will break through early. They're going to want to break through early, and that's why I'm so high on these passing numbers and the shots on target for guys like McKinney. I think they're really going to get after this Iranian team, and you never know. Of course, this is football, but at the same time, this is a World Cup match, and I think that a lot of people know what to expect in this game. I think even PrizePicks did an outstanding job in terms of the projections on this one. You saw them increase the numbers on passes attempted for a lot of the center backs for the United States, even with Walker Zimmerman not even playing today. His number was high to begin with. I'm sure they'll put in CCV or Tim Reams. They did a really good job at adjusting, and PrizePicks knows what's going to come. And this is, I think, the best, most safe way to play against it.
Yeah, I agree. I already put I placed my entry already. So here it is. Let me share it again so you guys can see it here on the screen right away. Look at that. That's how it looks. It's a 6 picks. If I win $125. There you go.
I like it. And one thing too, last one actually. Iran announced that they're going to play their starting goalkeeper who got hurt in the first match. So at first, I had an entry that had both of the goalkeeper saves to go over 5.0. I think that might have just been added in recently, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I like the 3.0 that they were giving the Iranian keeper for saves. I think that's another safe bet that it might hit even with the United States barraging in shots. They haven't gotten a lot of clear-cut chances, so if they do get shots on target, it'll probably be a lot of simple saves until they get that one chance that goes in. So I think the 3.0 for the Iranian keeper saves or the over on Matt Turner or the Iranian keeper saves is another one you can think about too.
All right, Austin, thank you very much. Hopefully the U.S. wins this game. They advance to the next round, and then we do this again.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us, and go enjoy the World Cup. England facing Wales in the other game, and the United States facing Iran in this one to try to advance to the next round. Have a good one, and we'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.